Come along with me as I show you how I decorate my home for Christmas. This year, it's a little bit more on the minimal side, and that actually was not on purpose. First, we're going to mount up this garland, which is actually made up of 2 garlands, and I use a lot of zip ties and a lot of bread ties, just a lot of ties all around. And while I'm happy to always go a little bit more on the minimal side, I actually have to go a little bit less this year than we normally do for our Christmas decor because I have been pretty sick the past couple weeks, and that has taken a toll on my responsibilities around the house. So I've definitely been behind on the things that would normally get done this time of year. Here I am just braiding together the 2 types of greenery so that it looks way more blended when I hang it up. Traditionally, I have always used red throughout my Christmas decor. And this year I wanted to add in a little bit more color, so I incorporated these blue ribbons. But when I put them all together, it felt just a little too patriotic for me, so I had to take the red ribbon away, which I will use in another spot in our decor. Like I said, zip ties all around. It holds everything together pretty tight, and it keeps it safe from the wear and tear of my children who walk on this staircase every day, or when guests come over and their children walk by our decor. I just wanted to test out how these ribbons would look if I just aligned them on top of one another, and I liked the way it looked, threw in a bread tie, and called it a day. When I say that I do enjoy more of a minimal Christmas, I definitely am bare bones when it comes to decor, even though I truly love decor. I love to decorate, but I have a threshold of where it just feels like too much. And that's just me personally. I don't like to live in a store. I don't like to live in a home where it feels like I'm in a store. It just feels like too much for me. Now, I said all of that to preface what I'm about to say next, which is in every home, it's a blend of old and new Christmas traditions. And that took me some time to learn. So, of course, my husband is the complete opposite of me, especially when it comes to Christmas decor. Life always seems to happen that way, right? You are living and functioning a certain way, and the person you fall in love with and marry seems to function on a completely different wavelength, and you wonder how they even survive before you come into their life. I've had 14 Christmases with my husband, and we come from different passed down traditions from our families that are important to us. And together we have made new ones with our children. I grew up using real greenery around the home and with real candles that were lit in our tree. And most people called us crazy, and maybe we were, but it was a Swiss German tradition that was passed down to my father, who showed my family how to do that. And that was something that was really special to us growing up. And my husband definitely had a lot more American Italian traditions that were in his home. So they had those little wooden Pinocchios and certain foods like tadals and pizza gain, things that I got to learn about being married to him. And I'm sure there are other Italian traditions that I'm leaving out, but I don't know how to say it and or remember it at this current moment. But we had to learn how to blend our worlds together, and folding our children into both of our traditions that make it our families. I purchased these orange slices last year, sewed with a fishing wire through each of them, and I saved this garland because it was beautiful and I could definitely reuse it. The oranges definitely are not as vibrant as they once were, but I don't mind that they look a little burnt orange now. There is a lot of adjusting that goes on with decor, and if you look at the garland, it looks fairly simple, but there were clearly a lot of adjustments made. This is one way I incorporate my tradition. In our tree, I use these IKEA candles that are electrical lights instead of my real candles. The night before I was filming this, my children actually did fully decorate this Christmas tree, and I know this is a crazy mom move, but I had to rearrange the ornaments just a bit because when my kids help, it just usually ends up looking a little something like this. I also wanted to put in a lot more color in our Christmas tree. As I had stated before, I usually decorate with a lot of red, which is classic Christmas, and I do love that. But I wanted to just expand on the color a little bit. So I am tying pink ribbon here. I added blue ribbon, pink ribbon. I did buy a creamy orange color. I'm not sure if I'm going to add that one yet, because once you crack open the ribbon and start cutting, it kind of belongs to you. So right now I am going to just add in the colors that I know will look great. Here's the final look of our Christmas tree. It's definitely a family-friendly Christmas tree with a lot of plastic and the glasses at the top, but I love it. My kids love it because they see their ornaments in it. And I'm going to give you a quote that I heard from a cheesy Hallmark movie, which is, "Every Christmas tree should reflect the family who decorates it." I have even had my own weak moments of where I wanted to rip out all the stockings and go full aesthetic with all one uniformed color or one color palette. But once I crack open those Christmas boxes, my children are so excited to pull out their own personal stocking that they've used year after year and what they remember. Again, that's part of me letting go and realizing it's more fun if I let them enjoy the things that they already do, the things that they already have, which is something that I am trying to teach them in every area of their life, which is appreciating what is already there. Then I have done my job, at least in this small category. But I have found myself at times needing to refrain from going in and trying to fix. We have this little Italian Pinocchio, and I decided to move him somewhere else so I can set up a nativity set right on this shelf, which was a gift from my mother-in-law. She found it at a secondhand store over the summer and was able to get it half off. So it cost her $10 for this beautiful set. It is hand painted, so I especially love it because it's unique and imperfect. If you made it to the end, I want to thank you for watching the video. I hope this inspired you to decorate around your own home if you have not already. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and I would love to hear some of your blended Christmas traditions. Thank you for watching.